Hello everybody, welcome to another true review. Today I'm bringing you Baseball Riot on the Xbox One by a company called 10 Tons, and it should be out on the marketplace as this review goes up on YouTube. Now, Baseball Riot is a similar kind of game to Super Party Sports Football, which I reviewed on the channel last week, where you have to choose the angle of your shot and the power of your shot and defeat the enemies to progress. Unlike that game though, it's not against the clock, but more on that a little bit later. So in order to progress, you have 3 shots to start off with, and you have to defeat the enemies on the screen, which start off on the first area as baseball fans with foam hands to use to block the shots. Now, to progress, you just have to kill the enemies, but you will get a score of no stars by doing that. But the key in the game is, whilst defeating the enemies in your limited number of shots, you have to collect the 3 stars dotted around the level to actually score big. You can also gain bonus points on each level as well by completing the level in as fewer shots as possible, and these appear in the form of golden baseballs, which just get awarded at the end if you've met the required number of shots to be awarded them. Now, the game's probably got over 100 levels. I've only progressed to about the 3rd, 4th area of the game as it stands at the moment, but each level introduces new enemies. As I say, the first area has fans with foam hands blocking the shots. The second level introduces catchers, where you have to avoid the baseball mitt, otherwise it defuses the ball. The 3rd level, for example, introduces, I think it's called the catcher. It's the guy who sits behind the batter, who catches the pitches that are missed by the batter. He's got the big body protector on and a helmet, and he can only be defeated by hitting him in the back. There's a wide range of enemy types there, and there is also environmental hazards such as panes of glass, which sometimes you have to smash to actually get to some of the stars, but best usually avoided because again they defuse the ball. So it does get quite complicated quite quickly, even as early as the 3rd area or 3rd world. What differs this from the game I reviewed last week though is there's no time limit to adhere to. The scoring is nothing to do with how fast you complete a level, unlike Super Party Sports Football, and I think that detracts a little bit from the enjoyment of the game, because with that game it was the frantic nature of it that made the levels quite exciting and repeating the levels more exciting to do. With Baseball Riot, you can take as long as you want to position and aim your shot. It just detracts from the enjoyment, in my opinion, just a little bit. But obviously, that on the flip side of that, because you have got no time limit, the control issues, which I did mention in the game last week, aren't really an issue, because you can take as long as you want to aim. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts, really. It would have been nice maybe for them to maybe have a time attack mode on the game as well. Just something to maybe add a bit of variety, because there is only the one mode, the main campaign story mode. Graphically it looks like it's hand-drawn, cartoony graphics, but there's very little frames of animation. They're more like cardboard cutouts, if you get what I mean, which are kind of like very basically animated with arms just moving up and down like on a joint. It's very, very slowly. And it kind of works, it kind of suits the style of the game, but it could have been an awful lot more pretty. In terms of achievements, there's only 16 of them, which make up the full 1000 gamer score, and they're pretty mixed bag. There's usually 2 achievements per region, and they do vary from having to like take out all the enemies in a single shot to making the ball bounce 100 times in a certain level. You know, they're all like tailored to the regions, and they're very, very specific. Like on one of them, for example, you have to get 5 headshots with 1 swing of the bat, which can be quite tricky. However, the way these achievements are structured, there will be, once people have figured them out, obviously there will be like YouTube videos appearing, I'm very sure, of how to do these levels. It still might be pretty tricky to get the exact positioning right to replicate a shot, because with these kind of games, one slight little pixel out of place and you get a different shot entirely. But there probably will be solutions appearing on YouTube as such, which will make this game a pretty easy 1000 gamer score once people have managed to figure out the levels as such. So yeah, Baseball Riot, I did enjoy the game. Probably not as much as the game last week, but it's still a decent title. And there's no confirmation of price as of yet, unfortunately, so I can't really comment on the value for money on it. But if it is priced similar price, around about probably £5, something like that, or maybe like 6 $6.99, $7.99, something to that effect. It will be pretty worth its money with it having over 100 levels plus, and will keep you entertained. It is clearly a mobile port, but again, I mentioned that's no bad thing when the game's actually worth playing and translates well to a pad control rather than touchscreen controls. So overall, I'm going to give Baseball Riot a solid 6 out of 10. Like I say, it is an enjoyable game, and it's something you're not going to play for hours on end, but it's a nice little pick up and play title which you can fill like half an hour to an hour of your time in a sitting. So it's definitely worth a look. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that review, and please remember to like, comment and subscribe on the video itself, and do follow me on my various social media pages. It does really help me build the channel. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.